Hello, third graders. Today in science, we're going to look at the different parts of a water cycle a little bit deeper. So let's go ahead and start with our water cycle. There are three parts of the water cycle that we look at. We have evaporation, precipitation, and condensation. And we looked at those a little bit last week, and we're going to look a little bit deeper into them today. So evaporation is when water goes into the air. So it changes from a liquid into a gas. Condensation is like what we talked about with a cold drink and how water gets on the outside. It is when a gas turns into a liquid. Now let's work on categorizing these other ones. When water droplets fall to the earth in the form of rain, sleet, or snow, we call that precipitation. Precipitation. Energy from the sun causes water temperatures to rise. That is a part of evaporation. If you looked outside this morning, you may have seen some fog. That is an example of some evaporation starting to take place. Water vapor cools in the sky and turns into clouds. That is an example of condensation. Condensation. And water turns into vapor and rises to the sky. That is evaporation, when it's moving up to the sky. So evaporation, it comes from the ground up to the sky. Condensation, it forms into a cloud. Precipitation, it comes back down to the ground. The water cycle. You'll have to type in your answers for these three boxes. When the sun heats up water and turns into, so when the water on the ground heats up, it starts coming up, it turns into a water vapor. That is little tiny molecules of water in the air. Water vapor in the air gets cold, way up high, it gets really cold and changes back into a liquid. That's when it turns into a cloud. Water falls to the Earth's surface in the form of rain, snow, or hail. The final example we're going to look at today is the water cycle in action in a picture. So where it starts at the ground and goes up is evaporation. From the clouds, when they form into clouds, the water vapor turns into clouds. That's condensation. And when it rains down, that is precipitation. Remember, you can always draw lines to match them to the correct spot. After you have watched the video and completed this assignment, you are done with science for today.